Say.
I have to figure out what's going on with this group, if I ever hope to wrest the child from them.
Muck, do you have a photo of your first day starting the daily stream #1? In a way. So let me pause here for a second. So if we go over to my YouTube channel and go to sort by date and go to oldest video, I think I streamed a few days. What was it? Was it stream number 6? I think it was stream number 6 or 7 that started the streak, and then I never missed a day after that. So be like, looking at this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think that's 20. So, and this is 2 days later. Okay, so I think this was the first day of the streak, and this is my first stream. So if for some reason you wanted a picture of me from that time, it's on the YouTube channel under the oldest videos. Because at that time, for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to just upload the entire 6-hour-long streams as, you know, recordings onto the channel. Got 2 views on some of them, guys. Oh my gosh. Just to compare. Oh, it's a train wreck. I sounded like I was in a tin can. Because I was just using like a headset microphone. I didn't have like a good mic. You and most Let's Players out there. Well, Groundwalker, I do put the full playthrough of my stuff on a YouTube channel now, but it's a separate YouTube channel, clearly labeled what it is. It's advertised as such, you know. And like the episodes are broken up into 30-minute, you know, chunks. They've got nice thumbnails, stuff like that. It's not just like 6 hours. Gee, good luck, have fun. Oh my gosh, I am getting lost here, guys. Can I kick this? No. That looks breakable, though. I feel like you went the wrong way 6 ports ago. Great. Getting some loot at least. Probably. What do you mean probably, Shugo? You're the one who told me to go in this direction. Don't think because you gave me 1 good shield today, I'm gonna forgive all the other stuff you did. You got months of crimes. Succubus horn earrings. There's a horny joke and succubi there somewhere, but I can't find it. Hello, Asen. Your sound is as awful as ever. Okay, this appears to be a dead end besides the loot. You know, that sound makes me think of horror games because it came from one. I was thinking about doing the second part of... I worried I'd done too much horror lately because I did the... what was it? I did Choo Choo Charles and then Bendy and the Ink Factory. Or Bendy and the Ink Machine. Said it wrong. But I need to... I want to do the second part of the Bendy game. I've heard the second Bendy game is actually, like, way better. Like, a lot of people praised it as feeling like BioShock. Which is very different. Oh, there's a star. Check on map? No, Shugo, I'm a professional. Thank you. A lot of people praise the second one as being more like BioShock. Which, of course, BioShock was fantastic. Like, it's apparently less, like, you know, there is still puzzles and horror and stuff like that, but there's also a lot of, like, action and sneaking around and stuff. Found him.
Whoa! Look at all those swords!
That's what happens
when the legendary blacksmith Kurogane toils so hard, he forgets to die.
I gave up everything, thinking of nothing else but forging a sword that could surpass Stormhowl. And before I knew it...
You had traded your humanity for demonhood.
I see I'm not the only one. So great was your grudge against your brother, the inheritor of Stormhowl.
Well, guess we're not so different. You don't suppose you could hammer me up a new sword, do you?
I've forged countless blades over these long years, yet not one has proven a match for Stormhowl. And yet you still seek a Kurogane sword?
A sword to surpass Metal Gear.
I'll put it like this. No matter how much you've failed across the centuries, you've never broken. Well, I'm the same way. If anything can break Shigure and his god blade, it's the bitterness I carry.
Strangely enough, seeing you and your brother has given me an idea that might work. I will forge you a new blade.
Should we get some Brightstone?
Nope. No need for that.
Huh?
Is he gonna use the broken blade?
Should I take it from the top?
If you would. My arms are all I'll be needing.
Wait, he's gonna use a chunk of the demon's head?
What are you doing?
Dude, do you look at Maggie Lou? Look at her face, she's smiling. Little
Don't be
psycho.
alarmed. I'm just cutting free some raw materials for the sword.
She's like,
You see something new every day.
You need his head to make the sword?
That's right. With this fine clump of pure resentment, I shall forge your imitation Stormhowl anew.
No. I only keep this imitation as a reminder of how weak-willed I was in the past. To defeat Shigure, I've perfected the art of dual wielding, a secret Rangetsu technique.
All right. If that's what you prefer, a pair of short swords it is.
Sir, how do you see what you're working with? Or talk?
Whoa!
We'll wait outside.
Trust the process? Dude, Maggie Lou getting that psycho grin when his head came off.
I made Bienfu rush out to the docks to scout the place out. Pretty smart, am I right?
I pity that creature sometimes.
That Kurogane, though, what a character! Giving his own body to forge a sword, like some kind of ritual sacrifice.
Ritual sacrifice. It's certainly something only a demon would do. It was a necessary sacrifice in order to gain power.
A necessary sacrifice. What a vicious turn of phrase.
Indeed.
Still, I can't say I'm not thrilled to see how it all turns out. If what you give is mere meat for a god's morbid lunch, could there be a more trivial sacrifice? But if the offering is one's own body and soul, even a single hair can be portentous. I wonder which he will have been in the end.
Okay.
The ship is on its way, right on schedule.
Of course it is. They don't have the Reaper on board.
And one more thing. Apparently, Shigure is Artorius' bodyguard.
So we'll have to face him down sometime, no matter what.
It's in our best interest to get rid of him while he's working alone. The problem is, Rokuro can't beat him by himself.
Agreed. Shigure is not to be trifled with.
Certainly. That's why, when Rokuro creates an opening, we're going to take Shigure out.
You want us to meddle in somebody else's private quarrel?
If it affects my own quarrel, yes.
I suppose I'm in the same position. Besides, I can still use him. There's no sense in throwing his life
I can
away.
still use him.
Rokuro's not really a guy to care about the big picture. He might try to hack your limbs off a bit, but he'll get over it.
Just a bit. Hack my limbs off a bit.
Rokuro, Kurogane, I just do not understand them.
You saw them. Demons. We're crazy.
Sure, but they go through life with such crystal clear sense of purpose.
Even demons have things they're not willing to let go. Or do you think us mere animals, running around killing people left and right?
I know. I understand demons still have a certain consciousness, but I look at those two and they seem passionate, like normal people.
Well, I've yet to meet a human so passionate he'd chop his own head off.
Do you have a purpose like they do?
I do, in fact. Ever since Artorius used my brother as a sacrifice.
Finally.
Typical demon nonsense. The Abbey exists to protect the people. Yes, sometimes cold, painful decisions need to be made to protect the many. But they'd never stoop to human sacrifice. Besides, as shepherd, Artorius will cleanse the world of...
If that's what you think, ask the precious shepherd yourself. Ask him just what he did 3 years ago.
He wouldn't. He'd never...
I've been waiting for her to finally just tell the others why she's doing this. Like, it would, I think, improve the situation if they understood that her hate and all was actually founded.
Rokuro wants to slay his brother, even if it kills him. And Kurogane had his own head lopped off just to forge powerful swords. How do those two find it in themselves to go so far?
It's just how they are. They're demons. Not exactly normal.
Yeah, it's scary. But I also kinda admire it. But me, I don't have anything I'm that desperate to accomplish.
Not yet, you mean. In time, you'll find something.
You really think so?
Almost certainly. But don't feel you have to go and risk your life over it. You're not a demon, and you should stay that way. You deserve a normal life.
Okay.
But never mind. Just the foolish ramblings of a demon girl.
Bad news! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this way! They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor! Purge? Velvet, what do we do?
We take them head on.
I
And you're
love
fighting with us, Eleanor.
An order, I presume.
It is. Protect Laphicet and defeat the exorcists.
All right. I understand.
Which is just going to make her situation worse.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will turn into a demon.
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pool all the resources we have. She needs us for her own ends. And we'll use that to our advantage in this fight.
Just don't push your luck too far, Velvet.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding young exorcist. How quickly one falls when entering Velvet's dark orbit.
Ask me if I care.
Okay. So, save. And I guess we run outside to find people at the cave. Oh, the boat's back.
Take a look at this.
Mystery meat. Yeah,
Scout.
export again. That's fine. I care even less about the loot it brings back now that I know sometimes it's a lie. Wait. Oh, shoot. How do I get out there? Fight off the exorcist invading the mine. Okay, there's a star up there. Alright, straight and then kind of a left. And yes, Chad, I've seen all your terrible head-related jokes. Oh my gosh. I've been tactfully ignoring them. Especially Azen's. Head to the port. I'm heading that way. Fight time?
Praetor Eleanor, you should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons.
Your collusion could spell disaster to the Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death.
Oh, I'm hitting the F key so hard! Oh!
Now, rise.
Oh no.
Ascending angel.
Her ultimate is so stupid. She just makes it like a cardboard tower and then just drops it. Wow, this thing has a lot of health. Elongated, but it's more like elongated Magic the Gathering trading card.
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
No, that's not... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor!
Velvet's gonna make her kill the other person.
I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
Oh shoot,
There.
Roro's back.
Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords!
Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Shigure.
With me as a witness.
with all your many eyes.
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them?
I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die.
Understood.
Odd. Doesn't that put Velvet's own mission in jeopardy if they're holding back in combat? But I guess if it keeps the party together.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
He's like, we're not pleasant.
You've got that right.
Got Kurogane's daggers. T.
Hey, Bienfil? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually. I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
The talk?
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier. If that's okay.
No, it's dirty magazines.
How to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties.
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
But you and Madame Eleanor have already formed a pact.
Look at his
Why
face.
do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Malachiman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case,
Oh man, yeah. Back when I was 10 years old, talking to 20-year-old girls it was so awkward for me too. I totally understand.
I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics, bearing your body and your soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
All right, then how about apple.
Dude, at some point, one of the other characters is gonna overhear this and come steal his books. I'm calling it.
They're bath party games, dropping your defenses and your towels.
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can just look at my collection and pick whatever sounds good.
Love hacking. Living long and loving hard.
Dude, hearing this from his mouth. Oh.
Diary of a Diary Thief. Hands speak louder than words.
All classics. I remember reading them when Miss Maggie Lou and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood. Knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must-read for sure.
Are you two reading something together?
We are!
Oh no.
Laffysette's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story.
His face. His face.
So let's you and I...
Dude.
Okay.
His hair. Look at his hair.
Knowing what to say and how to say it. I don't think this will help either.
And the zombies were just staring us down the whole time. They're like, "Hey, this is awkward for us too." Make sure to get the port past the mine. Alright, port side. Alright, so I gotta go that way. You know, we let these people live, but they're gonna get eaten alive by zombies. So all we did is, like, we still killed our enemies, but, you know, 0 guilt for what's-her-name. You know, it was like that Batman movie where he's like, "I'm not gonna kill you, but that doesn't mean I have to save you." And then he left the guy on like a moving train, and then the train crashed, and then the guy died, and it was totally Batman's fault. Gosh. I don't know where to go. That's a pretty Batman thing to do, yeah. Did that? However, there's a chasm there. Okay. Down the side passage. Evening all. Hello, Beansy. Ah, one of those candle thingies. You found a cat's. Oh, it gave me nothing. It's weird. I think I dislike the cats race in this universe more than I dislike Norns and Guild Wars 2. Like, they're just all so awful. They're just such awful things. Just the worst.
Hiroguro, why did he call your Stormhowl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real Stormhowl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and... yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laffyset is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh, shoot.
What are you saying?
Oh my god, that was
She means my
savage.
name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
The the one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
I don't...
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
I think Maggie Lou just like spinning words to piss people off and then just goes like, tee, and then just like book skirts off into the sunset. Just sow chaos and run off. Okay. Eleanor is the embodiment of lawful stupid. Lawful stupid. Yes, I identify as chaotic dumb. Oh my gosh, this cave. It's so thick. I haven't fought one of these guys.
I challenge you!
Whoa! She gets a helicopter attack when she drains these. That's a new one. Look, Mom, a dragon hunter trap.
What about this one?
It's hungry?
Bingo! Very nice. And this?
It's disturbingly happy?
Magilu, you're making it kind of obvious.
I mean, she's just holding the same card every time, right? Candle, candle, candle. Oh. Guess it's the other way. I have a friend who is that in tabletops and IRL. Definitely a chore to keep the story together. Yo, I swear, sometimes you get like some really intelligent people together for a game of D&D, and all of a sudden they're unable to solve like riddles meant for third graders. It's incredible. Calcite. $50 minutes of opening a door. Yeah. I legit, there was one time we were playing a game, and they went up to a door, right? And they tried to pick the lock, and I was like, no effect. And then one of them was like, can we break the door? And I was like, it's solid steel. You'd think that if you tried to, it would take a very long time, and most of your attacks would be ineffective. And someone's like, oh man, I could melt the door, but I'm out of fire spells for the day. And someone else is like, can I use the knock spell? And I was like, it has no effect. They're like, it's immune to the knock spell. The knock spell, basically, it's a magical version of picking a lock. And they were just like, da 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 da. And chat, the door wasn't locked. I kid you not. Dude, these guys were like geniuses in my tech support department. The door they didn't try the knob. They forgot to try the knob. And they were just like burning all these materials trying to open this freaking door. And I was just like, someone turn the knob. And I'm like screaming internally. And like finally I had to like drop a few hints. And it was just like, I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go north. My two character extremes, 5 int playing stupid or 20 int making it easy for my team. I thought you were going to say 5 int playing stupid or 20 int still stupid.
But to me it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses 2 distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique